Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ESL UK Premiership Week 3. My name is Munchables, and this is Jackie, and we're going to be casting some UK esports for you guys tonight. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad. I've had a long journey home, but we're here and I'm ready for what should be an exciting game.
Yeah, well, exciting 4 games.
Oh
But
yeah.
our first matchup of the night is going to be CSGO Casino up against Choke Gaming. Now, both of these teams have looked incredibly strong so far. We have some odds for you for this first game. It's going to be 2/5 for Choke Gaming, and then it's going to be 7/4. Oh, sorry, I've said those the wrong way around. It's 2/5 for CSGO Casino and 7/4 for Choke Gaming. Now, that is slightly in favour of CSGO Casino. It's around sort of 40 to 60-ish. You're going to be earning more if you go for the choke bet and they win, but then again, obviously that means they are less likely to go and take that victory away. And I mean, CSGO Casino so far in this tournament have been looking incredibly strong.
It's interesting when you think about it though, because you've got to believe, out of those two teams, I would say Choke is a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And Choke have proved this themselves with the recent, they've taken second place below Easy Skins at a recent LAN that we saw go over. And I mean, the thing is, Choke are looking better and better, and they've been improving. These players have been around for so long back in the days of Source. All of them have been playing together for so long in so many different lineups and dropping out and in of teams with each other. And they're looking to do some damage. I reckon we'll see them. They can only get better from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's one of the things about having those solid lineups as opposed to having those mixed teams. And speaking of mixed teams, our second matchup of the day is going to be Fish123 up against Team Infused. Now, Infused as well, they've looked incredibly strong. I believe they came third.
They took third place, yeah.
Yeah. So they came third at Insomnia this weekend. So they're certainly looking to be a force to be reckoned with. Fish123 weren't there though, so directly comparing is going to be difficult. But as a solid lineup up against a mix, having just come off the back of that victory or back of that third place,
Yeah.
they certainly will be looking strong.
Yeah, you'd hope them to sort of bring some damage. Maybe, want to prove that they've got a lot more in them and they could have done better. They want to show that now and sort of, in EPS and try and push themselves. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of damage they're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, our third matchup of the night will be FM Esports up against United Estonia. Now, I mean, FM Esports are one of the very sort of well-established teams within the UK in multiple esports. They have a very sort of as an organisation, they've been around for a long time and they are looking strong. But they're kind of a bit of a mixed team at the minute. They don't have a full set in stone roster for themselves, and UE haven't really looked that strong in this tournament so far. They haven't been looking amazing. How do you feel that matchup's going to pan out?
We'll probably be seeing FM take it. I'd like to see you do some damage, but again, as you're saying, you've basically got essentially two mixed teams playing there. And really, if you do bring it down to just individual skill and individual aim, FM will probably come out on top after the dust settles.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised to see that being our result. Then the fourth matchup of the day, it's going to be CEX up against GLG. Now, CEX, I believe, placed 5th at Insomnia, so not doing too bad for the. I think it was either 5th or 6th. It might have been 6th, but they're going to be up against the good-looking gamers who, unfortunately, across their 2 games in this tournament so far, have only picked up 3 rounds. So they've not been looking fantastic, I'll be honest. There was one glorious moment where Tom, playing for them, managed to get a 1 versus 5 clutch. That was one of the rounds, one of the 3 rounds they've managed to take so far. But they've not really been looking all that fantastic as a squad, and they're going to be looking to try and improve on that one this week. I mean, how do you feel this matchup pans out? I've got to say, personally, on paper, this looks to be CEX's game.
Yeah, you would imagine CEX will be the team to come out on top, but hopefully this should be a little bit of a better game. You've got to imagine CEX actually played, I believe, with 2 stand-ins at Insomnia this weekend. As far as I know, Osiris Bash couldn't make it, of course, due to other commitments and things like that, but not 100% sure on that as far as I know. But yeah, hopefully you would like to see them put up a bit more of a fight. GLG, they've looked very sluggish so far. We've seen a few of their players shine at the right moments, but never all at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's been the biggest issue, is kind of teamwork and being able to pull that synergy out, being able to, as you say, work together to achieve that goal and all show up at the same time and be able to take those rounds. And when you do start to fall behind and you can't get back on your game, especially in a game like Counter-Strike where the economy is based on momentum, it's based on winning round after round and being able to build up your bank, if you can't grab a couple of rounds in a row, which is something they've really struggled with, it's incredibly difficult to pull yourself back into the game. But obviously, before we get into all of the action, a huge shout out to all of our sponsors making this possible. We've got AOC monitors, SanDisk solid state drives, Need for Seat, who make these wonderful chairs, and then of course Betway, where you can put your money down on who you think is going to win tonight. You can find all of the standings for tonight over at esports.betway.com, and they will be popping up on your screen throughout the night. We'll be talking you through who the odds are in favour of and who is going to be wise to put your money down on. And we'll see who's going to be able to take these matches. So far, on the Betway statistics, they've all been correct. The ones that have had the good odds have been winning the games. Not really had any upsets in the last 2 weeks of the tournament, but maybe this is the week where we suddenly see the tables turn and see the underdog stories come true.
Yeah, I'd much more imagine that Choke Gaming will be taking this. I feel like the odds there are a little bit wrong, but you never know. I mean, this is the thing. They've been fairly good so far, so maybe CSGO Casino, maybe they're going to pull something out.
Yeah, I mean, CSGO Casino have been doing a fantastic job so far in the tournament, and fingers crossed for them that they can pull that one out, and we'll see if that's going to be the case, or whether Choke Gaming, having looked so strong recently, they've placed second at Insomnia, which, I mean, in the last matchup, they didn't look amazing, but up to that point, they looked fantastic in the tournament. So they're definitely going to be on form. And as well, they're going to have that sort of momentum off the back of that. They literally played yesterday. So they're still going to be kind of hyped off the back of that second place. They're going to be going in with, basically, they're going to be on fire. Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, they will be disappointed they didn't make the final, but they met their seed. You know, they were seeded to play second. They've done that. They've shown who they are. They've shown they've still got damage to bring. Of course, people said after the Epic Land finish, oh, you know, it's because you didn't have these teams here or these teams. They've shown against those teams, Insomnia, they can still bring the pain. So it's really good for them and team morale. So hopefully tonight should be a good game.
It certainly should. And we are on to the knife round now. The map is going to be Overpass for you guys. So Overpass, quite an open map, very easy to rotate to each side of the map. Which side do you reckon these guys are wanting to gun for?
The CT side is sort of where you want to start off on. You want to get that CT side early and lock things down. And you're right, I mean, it is about the rotates. On that CT side, you're very quick, very snappy from A to B if something does go wrong. So it's not really about trying to get in there and just out-aim them. You want to try sell the fake a little bit and then just go for it, because you can't afford to try and waste too much time selling fakes because of how quickly the CTs can just rotate. It's not going to help you that much. It's played a lot more like Dust 2. Yeah,
absolutely. And I mean, these are my favorite styles of maps where you can go for those rotations. You can swap yourself around the map, and the strategies can be much more dynamic. If you find a pick somewhere, the whole team can quickly react and go and capitalize on that one. But then at the same time, your opponents can also go for those quick reactions. Now, Choke Gaming did manage to win out the knife round, and as you predicted, they are going to go for that CT side first. So they're going to be looking to pull out a good few rounds for themselves, and we'll see if CSGO Casino are going to be able to get themselves some good score on the board heading into the second half of the game. Now, typically on Overpass, what would you say the score is going to look to be towards the end of the half if the T's have a good side?
If the T's have a good side, we'll probably be looking towards somewhere of a 9-6 in favour of the CTs.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's sort of what we want to hope for. You never know, though. The thing is, usually what works against Choke is that very aggressive, snappy play style. We saw it work quite well for, I believe, FM when they played against someone Inferno. When they go for that very aggressive style, Choke seem to crumble a little bit and can't go on the defense as well. But Choke are very good at getting those nice, snappy retakes.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if that's going to be the case as we are onto the map. Choke Gaming going to be running through this CT side as CSGO Casino push on through on this pistol round. And they look to be going towards this B site, to start everything off.
flashes going in there, everyone grouping up, and I played a little bit of a contact play that I've got in. Shaney goes huge, actually, 2 Tech-9 frags coming out. Lungy chimes in as well with the Glock. She wants to get the bomb down, and this is the thing, that's snappy, aggressive. As soon as they got the contact, they've gone into the site, and they've locked it down completely. It's all on Imi.
Yeah, Imi going to be pushing on forward along with EB, and Shaney is there to try and stop them with that Tech-9. That's Lumji grabbing one for himself, gets another headshot and finishes off the round. So CSGO Casino losing only 1 man. Hat trick as well coming through for Lumji. Honestly, fantastic first round for them.
Yeah, well played there. They've gone really aggressive. They got into the site, locked it down, and they were able to hold it out. Choke, they struggled a little bit to go on the retake. So let's see how this second round is going to go down. Casino, of course, they've opted to just go for the SMG buy. It's really what the current meta favours. You want to be able to get that extra cash, and that's why we're seeing everybody commit in fully with the armor and the SMGs there. Just try and rip through the CTs, get themselves a bit of a bigger bank.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll see. I mean, if they're going to be able to do anything, there are a few upgraded pistols on the CT side, so they're going to be looking to try and take some of the SMGs out of the hands of CSGO Casino, but that's already Imi going down. It's 2-for-1 traded across as Shiki grabs one with a high explosive as well. But the terrorists are onto the A site now, and Shaney's going to look for Ezio, melts him down with the MAC-10, finishes him with the headshot. And now, with just 2 CTs remaining, Powell has managed to find himself an MP7 though. His teammate is just going to be dropped as Shiki is taking this round by storm. And by the looks of things, Powell doesn't even want to contest.
No, he's just going to hold back. He's been able to find himself an MP7. He's going to scurry away and just try to save it for the next round. But Shaney and Co, they're on the hunt. They're trying to find him.
Yeah, they're going to be hunting through the map for him, but by the looks of things, he's going to be able to get away with it for this round. He's going to be able to take this MP7 on through to our 3rd round of the game. So 2 on the board for CSGO Casino already. Really nice start for them. And we're going to see that Choke have to go for yet another eco. Very typical. When you win that first pistol round, you can usually get a few rounds off the back of it. We see another... In fact, the Tech-9 is the only rebuy coming out here from Lumji, deciding having the SMG just for that 1 round before the armor comes out isn't going to be worth it. As Shiki already under fire, gets taken down to 53 as the P push is going to come straight on through. They're looking to get the bomb down, but a nice shot by Mighty Max finishes his teammate off. And now it's 3 versus 3. Powell has arrived on the scene with his MP7. Can he do any damage with this SMG though? That's the question. Shiki looking for EB but can't quite finish off that target.
From behind, he's able to get the frag onto Powell. That's really unfortunate. EB does chime in well with the counter frag onto Shiki. It's a 2v2 now. Imi doesn't have a gun on him. And Lumji catches sight of where he is, sprays him down, gets a bit of a tag off. But they realise EB is just around the corner though. They do find him, forcing him to push away, and they have scurried off to that A bomb site. The CTs are going to have to be quick here, Joe.
They certainly are. And this has been an incredibly quick round so far. I was thinking that they're going to be running out of time. They still have 40 seconds to play with, and now the bomb finally goes down. Shaney and Lumji going to be looking to defend this one. Nice positioning here by Shaney, just waiting for this rotation, waiting for them to come and peek around, but he's going to get caught out with the headshot from Imi, and now Lumji manages to, it doesn't manage to get anything. In fact, he's going to go down to EB, so beautiful retake coming out from Choke Gaming. That's going to halt the momentum that CSGO Casino have been building up.
Yeah, good stuff there. They stayed really calm in that situation, played it perfectly, and were able to pick up the round. And the economy on that CSGO Casino side is still going to be alright. They're going to be able to get the guns in, so it's not going to affect them too badly. But Choke, they've got some money. They've got a little bit of money to work with now. They can get the guns on. So we will be seeing our first full buy round here. Shaney going for the AWP buy, and over on the other side, Powell, of course. So let's see how this one's going to go down. If they're going to opt for once again a very fast, aggressive play that we've seen coming out from CSGO Casino, or if they will try to switch up the tempo a little bit.
Yeah, interestingly as well, we've got the UMP in the hands of Imi here, deciding, or possibly couldn't actually afford a rifle. They're going to have to go for that SMG, so maybe a slight advantage in favour of CSGO Casino here. But then again, this is, generally speaking, a CT side of map, so we'll see what Choke can do about this push that's going to be coming through from CSGO Casino. It looks like B is the call that's coming out from them, but as we were saying earlier, certainly a map that you can go for those quick rotations as Imi checks on through, but Ash was looking, staring at that corner, and then in the last second just changed directions.
The rest of the team, they're working their way toward that deep bomb site, and I believe it's Max in a prime position to go huge. He needs to line up his shots, but Shiki has slipped past him and he's got the first frag onto Max. SEO does retaliate, but is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Shiki drops him, and this is all just one-for-one trades right now over on that B bomb site.
Oh, Powell, though, he's already picked up 2 with the AWP, and now Shiki's the last man remaining. EB just watching the corner, waiting for Shiki to peek. Shiki could be in all kinds of trouble right now. Peggy, though, is Powell, sorry, is looking on down with that AWP, picks himself up yet another kill. That's the hat trick for him in that round. And I mean, we generally see this when someone grabs that AWP. If they can get in a good position, they can do ridiculous damage, and it's going to be Powell doing it this time and really showing up with that sniper. Now, CSGO Casino, by the looks of things, going to go for a bit of an eco here. A few Tech 9s coming out, though, so maybe going for an aggressive push.
Yeah, it won't be all bad from it. I mean, that's the thing. The sort of playstyle they do usually go for, those very aggressive, fast, snappy takes, it's not going to harm them too much, because you can think with those Tech 9s, they can go for more of a run-and-gun playstyle, allow them to get really up close and personal with Choke Gaming and be able to potentially overwhelm Mighty Max if they do go for that B play. He does sit behind Toxic, so he can spray them down. They will be able to just get really up close and, you know, possibly take him down. Even if they do lose 2 players, it won't be too bad. There's a potential bomb plant in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's the key thing here for CSGO Casino, getting that bomb down. Even if they lose the round, getting that extra $800 that you get for slamming those explosives onto the site is going to be all too important for them. And by the looks of things, they're changing things up a bit here. We've seen them go B as default so far, but now it looks like A is going to be the shout. They're pushing on through the toilets right now, looking for a way into this site, and it looks like they're just going to charge straight on in, and Imi's going to be here with his with his M4, sorry, picks up 1 headshot already, finds himself a second one as well, backs away but gets one with the pistol. He's going huge this round, but finally goes down. SEO, though, is here to finish everybody off. Mighty Max peeking on through as Shiki looking for someone with the Tech 9, gets full blinded though, and with Powell on the site as well, Shiki is in all kinds of trouble. The bomb is out in the open, and there's not a whole lot he's going to be able to do here. Mighty Max looking to land those shots, can't quite find the target. Shiki just being an absolute nuisance for him here. Powell just takes him out through the smoke.
Yeah, he's just trying to sort of bait them out a little bit there, try to get any potential frags that he could have, but unfortunately, you know, he wasn't able to. They didn't actually get that bomb plant, so their economy isn't going to be too happy with them. They will still be able to go in for the buy. Everyone had enough cash. They've been able to get full nades as well, so this is going to be perfectly fine for them. It just depends where they'll actually go with the execute here. Once again, as you were saying, they've gone for that default B play. See, Max has been a real, you know, he's been the sort of defensive factor that has kept CSGO Casino from getting into the site usually. He gets at least 1 or 2 picks per round, so if he can do that again, it's going to be a real struggle for Casino, but the flash blinds him perfectly. The Molotov going out as well. This is a lot better. Ash gets a huge frag onto Powell. This could be devastating.
Certainly could. With one of the CTs down already, they're looking to win this round, and they managed to find another one as well. Ben grabs that one for himself. And now Shiki just waiting for Imi to come and check through the smoke, and he finds him with the AK-47. Just EB and Ezio left to try and defend this site. The bomb still isn't quite down, and EB finds one. If he just sprays through the smoke, he could get a triple there, but he just doesn't know where the targets are. Ash staring on towards Ezio there. It's like he knew he was through that smoke, and now she can sneak in on trying to get the flank around as Ash finds Ezio, and EB, the last man standing in a 1 versus 4, decides that this is not a fight that he wants to take.
No, definitely not. He doesn't really want to waste losing this gun here. There's no reason to just throw that AWP into the wind, so he will back off. Hold an angle just in case he can find an exit frag, and he should get the kill onto Shiki. There he goes, dropping him, and does get away with just a slight bit of damage there. He's not going to be too bothered about that, but that's the thing. What that came down to there is what we've usually seen. Max, he can usually get quite a few frags on the entries and can really just stop them from getting control of site, but everything crumbled when they go for that really aggressive play. We see Choke sort of, you know, they weren't prepared for it. They've been able to seep in, and then once you get that initial leak, there's not much they could do.
No, you're absolutely right. That's fantastic news for CSGO Casino. Going to be able to get a third one onto the board. They have now equalised the score. And actually a little bit of a force buy coming out from Choke Gaming. We've got the FAMAS in the hands of Ezio. 3 members without the helmets there. Oh, but Powell sees him and he gets the wallbang headshot. What a play coming out from Powell there. Sees him on the peak. That's going to be 2 for 1 though now as Ezio trying to defend. Powell with another AWP kill. He's looking for more though. Finds his 3rd of the round. Powell is going absolutely huge here. And now Lungi peeks on out. That's going to be the 4th kill for Powell, who just takes the round into his own hands.
That is just crazy stuff, and this is just what we were talking about earlier. The individual skill on both of these sides is just so high, and we've just seen it come out there. The AWP play, he's whipped it out. He said, you know what, boys, I'll hold B site this time around. Don't worry about it. And he's done just a spectacular job there.
Yeah, Powell really not messing about at this stage. With that AWP, he's going to be able to take it on through into this round as well. Imi now with the FAMAS. And it's going to be a Tech-9 buy coming out from the T's yet again. So they're going to be looking. And this seems to be their kind of default. When they go for the Tech-9 push, they seem to go towards this A side of the map. They're playing a little bit slower, though, than the first time we saw them do this. Powell not going to be so lucky as to get that free AWP shot off at the start again this time. But it is going to be Shiki finding one onto Imi. Gets a nice little headshot there. And this could be the A site opened up here for the T's as Ben comes in from the side and he's completely unexpected. EB falls though. And now it's 3 versus 4, sorry. The T's have got the bomb down, but Powell gets yet another wallbang for himself. And now 3 versus 3. Weapon advantage very heavily for Choke, and now that's another push on forward. Ben in all sorts of trouble. He goes down. Ash, the last T remaining. Can he defend the diffuser? It's not looking like it's going to be the case here. Bomb is going to be diffused. Ash doesn't even peek it. He's found himself a FAMAS and he's going to try and hold on to it.
Yeah, no reason to try to lose that gun there. He was aware that, you know, he wouldn't have done really successfully on that retake. He could have gone for it. He does have a fair bit of cash left over, so he would have been able to risk it for a biscuit, but he has left it and opted to just hold on to the FAMAS, so interesting. Lack of confidence maybe there.
Yeah, decided not to go for that 1 versus 3. I mean, realistically, he didn't even need to 1 versus 3. He just had to kind of halt the defuse, be enough of a distraction to just hold the CTs off and waste time for them, but unfortunately, I mean, he decided not to go for that. Fair enough. Yeah. You've got the FAMAS in your hands. You can take that on into the next round. He's going to be happy with that one at least. Survived the round. It would have been disastrous had he ended up dying anyway, but we're going to see Shiki moving in onto the side. Powell with another one for himself as Ben trades it across. The AWPer is down though, and now it's rifles versus rifles as the bomb is going to be planted. Mighty Max is looking for the frags though as he finds one onto Shaney. And now 2 versus 4. Ash completely blinded, but he finds the shots onto Imi anyway. And now just 2 terrorists remaining. We see Ezio trying to go for the defuse. He's in the smoke. He's going to be able to get it. And again, the T's just backing away, trying to hold on to these weapons.
Interesting stuff there. I mean, these rounds have been really back and forth and really odd outcomes. It's quite interesting to see now. Powell once again with that AWP in hand. CSGO Casino, they've got cash to splash and going to be getting themselves a round of 4 AKs once again. This time completely opting to just leave that B site. They're not going to attempt to contest it and just work once again near toilets and long. Imi has been a fair bit of a nuisance when they do actually try to go and work around toilets, but this time he's not playing as close as he usually does. Just playing back from Optimus there, just going to try and hold things. Use the smoke to just waste a bit of time on CSGO Casino's behalf.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Imi loves to play around that toilet area of the map. We saw, I think it was the first week of the tournament, or it might have been during the promo tournament. Imi went absolutely huge. I think he got himself a quadra or a 4-man down in that toilet area, just hiding around, sneaking his way around. Together with 4 separate headshots, but that's going to be Ben finding the headshot onto Imi himself, so not going to be able to be as successful this time as EB finds one onto Shiki. That's going to be Powell with yet another AWP kill for himself as Ezio goes down, and it's 3 versus 3. 2 versus 3 now as another CT falls, but this is EB waiting around the corner, can't quite finish off the second man, and now Powell. We've already seen him do some crazy things this game. He's going to be looking to do the same here. But 9 and 24 are the HP bars here for the terrorists. Powell, if he just gets a couple of pistol shots across, he's going to be able to take this round for himself. But he's looking in the wrong direction as Ash takes him down with the AK-47. And that is going to be another round on the board here for CSGO Casino.
Yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate there. He went out, checked bank, believing there would have been a player waiting in there to get the shot off onto him, but unfortunately they were not. Ash was hiding near long, he's gone for the peak and just sprayed him down.
Yeah, we do see another pause coming out here. Players just sorting some stuff out. But, I mean, Choke Gaming, they still have a bit of money here, but it's kind of, it's not very well evenly distributed right now. We've got 7.7 thousand in the hands of Mighty Max, but then you look elsewhere on the scoreboard, you've got only 3,000 in the hands of IMI. Do they go for some kind of a force buy here, or do you say that they should eco this one?
I mean, they could try it. You never know. I mean, we've seen Choke Gaming, I believe, quite a few times actually go for these force buys and then just pull it out of the bag out of nowhere. And if they did switch their tempo up, we've seen them play completely passive throughout all of this game so far. If we did see maybe a nade push, something that they could work into with that, even if they just go for, say, 5-7 armor and then use the nades to roll with, it would be interesting to see. I don't know if CSGO Casino would be ready for this. They know how they play on that aggressive B take. You know, if they could get behind them, we could definitely see, you know, at least a few frags that damage CSGO Casino's economy a fair bit.
Yeah, we'll see if that can be the case. We are going to have some odds popping up on your screen for the second match of the day. It's going to be Team Infused up against Fish 123 now. This is pretty heavily in favor of Team Infused. You are going to be earning a little bit more cash if you do place a bet down onto Fish 123. But then the mixed team has shown some surprising results in the past, so would not be surprised to see them take it at all. You can go and put your money down over at sports.betway.com, but right now these players aren't putting any money down, they're putting shots down, and it's going to be IMI taking those shots.
That's smoke there, bouncing off his teammate. That's a little bit unfortunate. They're going to have to back off, and this is really a heavy committed play onto that B site now. They've now realised after scouting a little bit, going for that information play, they have realised there's no one really around B apart from one player. Everyone else is at toilets. They're working towards that A take, and they're going to stack up on 8. And if we do see IMI go from the push from behind, if he can get the first frag onto Ben, oh, that's unfortunate. Ben was ready for it, listening out, and now this is devastating. They realise they've had one player push from behind. They could opt to go B here and just get complete control of the site with ease, and Ash getting the frag onto EB. This round has just completely fallen apart.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it was an eco round anyway, so I don't think they'll be too devastated. At least they're not losing particularly any economy. CSGO Casino almost on even footing right now. 6-4. It's going to be turning into 6-5 unless Ezio can pull some kind of miraculous play out of the bag. And Ezio, I mean, he's sneaking on towards this B site. I don't think he expects to be pulling anything out here either. He's up against 5 AK-47s here. Shaney going to be looking to get the kill. He's the only one without a kill so far, and it is going to be 1 kill apiece on the lineup of CSGO there in that round.
Yeah, team ace.
Yeah, so well played by them, and that's going to be 6-5 on the scoreboard. So CSGO Casino 1 away from evening the scores up here. But we see a glass cannon AWP coming out into the hands of Powell here. And he's been doing ridiculous things with that sniper so far this game. We'll see if he can keep it up.
Aggressive players coming out there over at mid as well, though. The two CTs have charged up, got in the faces of the T's around Fountain. They haven't got anything for it just yet. And Ash, he's ready to do some damage, but Powell is able to shut him down. This is really good. They've got that first frag. This is what Choke Gaming needed. Now they can back off and hold out and just play for trades.
Yeah, absolutely. Really well played there by Powell. Yet again, that man always seems to be the one on point, always getting those entry frags and getting those AWP kills. We've seen him doing some crazy stuff already this game, and he's not looking to let up anytime soon. But it's going to be Mighty Max waiting at the entrance to the tunnel, but he's only able to get one before going down. But here's Ezio to clean up the mess that he's left. With 14 HP left, that's going to be Ben going down as well as Shiki. The last man remaining, going through Squeaky there, just trying to get away, decided that this is not a fight that he's going to want to take. And he's just going to be holding on to that rifle.
Yeah, backing off, trying to save it out for the next round. Interesting. I mean, this is the thing. That aggressive mid play from Choke that helped out a lot there. They could get that first pick, and it just gave them the leeway to just get the trades, and only losing Max is really good. They're not going to lose a lot of cash because the economy, it looked a little bit strained on Choke earlier, so this is really a lot better stuff. They want to keep as much money as they can. I mean, Imi and Powell, they couldn't even go for the armor buy there. They've had to both go glass cannon for this double AWP setup.
Yeah, they absolutely have, and I mean, it's worked out for them fantastically. They're going to be able to take the round. Shiki, as we said, holding onto that TSM-sponsored rifle there. Obviously a big fan of the Danish players. Or are they Dutch? Is it Dutch or Danish?
Danish, maybe.
They are Danish, yeah.
Danish, yeah.
That was great. I doubted myself. But we're going to see a full rifle buy coming out from CSGO Casino. They've been relatively successful with these full AK buys. We haven't seen a single AWP come out from them just yet, but Mighty Max finds one to open the round up for his team, and we've seen him from this position be so successful this game, and Shiki's going to go down as well. I say Shiki's going down, the entire terrorist lineup is going to be going down as Choke, with only one dropping. It's going to be Powell, but the AWP was picked up by Mighty Max, so they're not going to be struggling for money at all. Going to be able to go for yet another full buy with the two AWPs, and actually a last-second force buy going to come out from CSGO Casino as well.
Yep, Shiki the only one there without the actual rifle in hand. Ben, he's lacking a little bit on grenades, but it shouldn't matter too much depending on what sort of play they do go for. Stacking up against once around Fountain. I mean, Imi, with the double AWP setup, he's now actually opted to not hold toilets as aggressive as he usually does. Sort of go for the, you know, very in-your-face play, dances around a little bit now, just holding completely focused on long, ready for any potential faces coming out from the T's, and we might actually see a peek from Lumji. She's decided to back off now, work with his teammates. If they can find the kill around back steps and get into that B site, they might go for it here. They are stacking 3 players down there though. If Choke aren't aware with it, this could be dangerous, and Imi gets a little bit aggressive there, and he is able to find the frag onto Ash. This is huge. Gives them once again that real big advantage in the rounds. They can go for the trades once again, but Lumji, he doesn't want to allow him to do that. Rips Imi's heads off. There's the flashbang going out. Is Evie confident enough to go for this play? He's going to just back off and smoke it.
Now trying to land the shots onto Shaney there. Half HP left on that man as Shiki finds one onto EB himself. He's going to fall though as Ezio enters the scene. Gets another one though with Powell's AWP. Shaney now opening the site wide up for his team. I can't get my words out, but that's going to be another terrorist going down. Shaney, the last man remaining with just 8 hit points left. With the 2 rifles of Mighty Max and Ezio, he shouldn't be able to take this side, but he finds one head to blow apart. And he's going to be able to get the bomb down. Ezio checking for the fake plant. He's not going to go too aggressive for this one, though. Now pushing in onto the site. Shaney is going to go down, and Ezio is going to be able to finish the round off.
Yeah, they will get a little bit of extra cash, but it's not going to matter too much going into this final round now. I mean, CSGO Casino, they really, really want to win this, though. You want to see that 9-6 scoreline. That is going to be so much better for them than 10-5. And I mean, ideally, you'd like to see him take it, but with a Galil on Lumji and once again only a Tech 9 on Ben, things could be a little bit shaky depending on how they actually play this round. Once again, this would really favour if they do go for that aggressive takes, but Imi, this could be really dangerous. I've seen him do this before, the aggressive face, but it's not going to work. He's blind. He's had his head ripped off by Lumji, and now the T's can get the ball rolling once again.
They certainly can, and the opposite start to what we saw last round. Instead of Imi getting that aggressive early kill, he's going to be the one falling at the start of the round. But Powell still has that AWP in hand, so definitely a lot of room to maneuver for him. We'll see if he's going to be able to succeed with that weapon, or whether this man advantage is going to pay dividends for CSGO Casino. This is the last round of the half, so we could well see that 9-6 predicted scoreline that you were mentioning before. CSGO Casino looking to win this one as Shaney finds one onto EB, and they're going to push on further. Lumji gets the head of Powell, sorry. And this looks like this should be the round for CSGO Casino. Just 2 members of Choke Gaming left here. Ezio and Mighty Max going to look to try and retake this site, but it's going to be a tall order. That's an explosive grenade, though, coming out from Ezio to find one. There's spray through the smoke from Mighty Max. He can't quite find the target, though. Ben just narrowly surviving that battle and does end up taking down Mighty Max in the end. Ezio finds another one for himself, but he is just going to be traded straight back across, and that is going to be the end of the first half. So Choke Gaming 9-6 up on the scoreboard. But honestly, on Overpass, I don't feel like that's too bad of a score for them.
No, this is what I said in the beginning. You know, I expected to see a 9-6 scoreline here in favour of the CTs, and that's just what we've seen coming out, and that's really good from Casino, that they had to get that last round. You didn't want to see it going 10-5, because this is so much easier for them now. If they can get the first pistol round, they're going to be absolutely dandy. It's not going to bother them at all, but this is going to be interesting because Choke, they want to try to get that pistol and once again keep those odds stacked up. They want to have just that huge buffer to stop CSGO Casino to really get back into the game early. And then he's going to show for his teammate, and he is able to get 2 frags there. If he can turn it into the triple, this would be devastating. But EB shuts him down. Lumgy comes over to try and chime in with a frag, but EB is primed and ready. The Glock fire rains down and shuts him off. And it's a 3-on-2. Shaney's on that A site. He's jumping around, but he can't quite spot them just yet.
Bad news for CSGO Casino, unfortunately losing out on that trade in the end. A nice frag though, takes everybody incredibly low. Just a couple more bullets will finish off 2 of those terrorist members. Ezio, the only one still on full HP. Well, that's going to be a team kill. Actually came out from EB. That's disastrous as Shaney finds another one. And suddenly we've gone from 3 versus 2 to 2 versus 1. And now EB on just 7 hit points. He's going to go down. Shaney finishes off the round with a double kill. A terrible, terrible start there for Choke Gaming. That could have been fantastic for them, but just a little bit of a misplay and it all goes completely backwards for them.
That's the thing. That's really unfortunate because they should have ideally been able to take that round. You've got 3 players. If they would have faced together, taken that as a 3 versus 1 and then just worked to get both of those kills onto the CTs, they would have easily been able to take that round. And it's just unfortunate. It's crumbled at the beginning there with a team kill coming out and it all just stemming from that. They've gone for the tech bind by now, and they're looking to try and get control of their A site. It does seem working once again by Toilets, and they're not really going to be greeted by much resistance at this point in time.
No, so far they're going to be able to sneak on through for now. We'll see as they peek on towards the site. Looks like Ben has finally seen them. He's going to be calling out to his teammates that this is the case as Imi. He's going to drop to that SMG. Finds himself a second one as he swaps to the USP. But it's going to be 3 versus 3 now as Shiki enters the scene. Manages to take down the bomb planter though and finds a second one for himself as well. In fact, it's Shaney that gets the one onto Ezio. And now EB, the last man with just a Tech 90. He's going to go down as Lumgy gets one for himself. And that is going to be a nice defense coming out from CSGO Casino.
Yeah, really beautiful plays coming out from the guys there. Those MP7 spray downs coming out from Ben, that was really good. Just complete hold of the site, and he's going to get himself a lot of buffer of cash as well to work with, so he can actually go for that M4 by now. Shiki also has an M4 in play. A few nades over on Shaney and Ash, so it shouldn't be too bad to hold off the sites, even if Choke do decide to go for a sort of shock and awe style play. But actually it seems like they're going to be trying to play contact here. Everyone going very slowly towards B. They're going to be waiting until they're spotted or, you know, actually get the tag onto any of these CTs. As soon as they're clocked on to where they actually are, that's when they're going to switch up the tempo and go for that fully committed take. And there it is. The things kick off. The engines are roaring. But Ben, he's in a prime position.
Oh my god.
Shiki
gets a triple grenade. I don't believe my eyes. I'm pretty sure Shiki doesn't believe his eyes either right now. Just getting a
triple nade.
I mean, Shiki himself calling it a joke. That was absolutely insane. That gets them the equalizer as well. It's 9-9 on the board. And honestly, this is starting to look like CSGO Casino's game to lose right now.
I mean, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. The tag coming out from Ben, they must have all been so weak, and the nade, it's landed prime time on top of them. That contact play hasn't worked from, you know, they're all grouped up. They've just been blown to bits, and they've been blown out of the server on that one.
Certainly have, and I'm still in sort of shock from that one. That was absolutely crazy. Well, it looks like we are going to see Choke Gaming going for a push down long here, heading towards the A site. Probably going to be spreading out a little bit after that one, not wanting to get caught by any more Shiki's, any more of Shiki's cheeky grenades. But it's going to be Powell with the AWP here. Going to be looking to try and do some damage. He's not really been doing too much for them in this second half of the game so far. Shiki about to peek out through this smoke as Imi pushes on. Pop flashes himself, and it's going to be Imi going down. Mad Max can't quite get the bomb down, though, as Shiki finds a second one for himself. Shaney gets another. And now EB and Powell, the last two Ts remaining, they need to try and get this bomb down. So much smoke on the site is just making it a nightmare as Powell finds one. Completely blinded there, gets the kill anyway, and 2 versus 3 now. Oh no, yet again, Ash managing to find the bomb planter. And this has happened so many times this game where we've seen the bomb being planted and one of the CTs manages to just stop it in its tracks.
Yeah, they were really able to lock that down. That's the thing. They went for the smoke wall, so they could just get onto that A site and lock things down. It's just unfortunate. The CTs were ready for it, just prepared. They shut Imi down, who was supposed to sort of be the distraction play, being able to get maybe 1, maybe 2 frags if possible to really give Choke Gaming that chance to get the bomb down and then just fall back to our farm positions. And once Imi died, they just had free reign to get the pick onto the bomb planter and then just take control from there on out.
Yeah, absolutely. And now pistol round coming out here from Choke Gaming. 3 Tech 9s and 2 P250s. We'll see what they're going to be able to do with these ones. Looks like Long is going to be the push yet again. As EB goes down for the first kill of the game, Shaney finds himself 2 as well. Imi does get 1 onto Ben though, so they should finally be able to actually get the bomb down for once, as Imi's found himself a rifle. He's going to find Lumji coming for the check, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 2. The Tech 9 is going to be more than enough for Mighty Max right now. Is Shiki going to be able to find this last terrorist? But he's got a grenade out as he checks around the corner, and now Ash versus Mighty Max here, but the grenade is going to be enough. He only had 18 HP to play with, and that is going to be a defuse coming through for CSGO Casino. Incredibly close round though.
Yeah, really, really good stuff from both sides there, and that's the thing. This entire game has really just come down to these really tense clutch moments, always these 1-on-2s or 2-on-1 moments, and the thing is, some of them haven't gone the way you'd expect, like before we saw the 3 versus 2, and it's pretty crazy how this game's gone so far. And I mean, if CSGO Casino can keep this up, I feel like Choke are letting this really slip away from them right now. They've gone for the full 5 AK buy hit, not an AWP in sight for either side actually, so it's going to be interesting to see how CSGO Casino are going to play this defense this time around.
We'll have to see. Full rifles on both teams here. Full armor as well, just a helmet missing for Shaney. It's going to be M4s up against AKs. 1 AK in the hands of Ben. Should be relatively even footing for these two teams. Shiki with quite a aggressive forward position here in the toilets, waiting for them to try and check on through, but it looks like the call has come from Choke to go for the B site, and it's going to be Imi going down as he checks onto the A site. Has he solved the fake though? Doesn't look like it as the rotation is coming through. There's a couple of shots coming across, and it's going to be Ash going down to the headshot from Ezio here as Ben arrives on the scene. He's looking from that high ground, but he's not going to be able to connect his shots. Mighty Max is going to take him down, and the bomb is going to be planted. Now 4 versus 3 is going to be... Oh no, Shiki tagging his own friend there with the high explosive grenade. Lumji going to be flaming him in TeamSpeak right now as they turn it into a 4 versus 2. Shiki and Shaney doing their best to defend this one. Goes for the fake defuse, and he's spraying on through the smoke. Gets another one for himself, and actually so close to defending that one. Ezio gets the double spray at the end to be able to save the day, but honestly, I thought that was like a guaranteed round for Choke.
Yeah.
It looked really, really dicey though.
It looked like they had complete control. Everything was locked down. Then all of a sudden, in the last few seconds, CSGO Casino just went absolutely massive. Everyone just stepping up to the plate and just ripping through their defenses. And it's unfortunate they came so close and then actually weren't able to secure the victory. Lumji now with a 5-7 in hand. He's been pretty lethal with this thing before. I remember last week on Dust 2, he would rip through everyone. But going up against 40s, let's see if he'll be just as strong. Actually won't be, because now he's dead on his head, locked off, and Ezio, there goes the 3K just to start things off.
Yeah, Ezio just going crazy this round. I mean, we saw him clutch the round for his team last time, getting that double spray down, and he's looking to keep that rolling as he grabs 3 at the start of this one. Now EB looking for Shaney as he sneaks on through with this pistol. He's going to be going down. Shiki now, the last CT remaining. He knows when he's been beat. he's just going to run off towards the toilets and hang out over at long. And just hold on to that rifle. He's got that aquamarine skin for it, so I don't see why he'd want to throw that one away. It's going to be looking pretty in his hands, but... There's going to be the equalising round, though, coming out from Choke Gaming. And as we head into the 23rd round of the match here, this really is all to play for both of these teams.
Yeah, it's been a very close game, and we've seen so many tosses and turns and just things you really wouldn't expect coming out from either side, so really interesting stuff. And this is the first time, once again, really we've seen Choke actually being able to afford that up over on Pal on that T side, so this could be the difference maker here. Maybe this could be the change in the tempo that they need to really shake up things against CSGO Casino. They won't be prepared for the opener that Pal could possibly create here if he can land his shots, and with only 2 players on 8, this could be devastating if he could pick off one of them very early on in the round.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if he's going to be able to get that opening frag, or whether it's going to be his opponent's. Mighty Max already taken 8 damage from somewhere. I didn't quite see if that was a trade or... I'm not sure, but... So far, the CT defense very spread out across the map. Just waiting for the T's to show, waiting for that call to come out. We've got a bit of an updated statistics here. Choke Gaming with 3.55 now odds and 1.25 odds in favour of CSGO Casino. So the odds a little bit in favour of CSGO Casino. You want to go and put your money down, but it's going to be Ben finding the shots onto Powell. That's going to be Imi going down as well as Mighty Max trades 1 back, but still not looking great for them as he's going to go down as well. Ezio, can he get the bomb down? He does, only just, but he manages to get it so crucially for Choke right there. EB is going to be looking to try and defend it, gets 1. He's in a 2 versus 1 with just 20 HP though. He's going to go down to Lumji as Ash gets the defuse down onto the bomb. And it's going to be another round over to CSGO Casino. They're going to be very happy with that one.
That's really good stuff from CSGO Casino there. Nice retake. They were able to get the frags they needed. Everyone's aim's looking very crisp right now. CSGO Casino, I mean, this week, more than others, they're looking very drilled. Everyone's looking a lot better than we usually see them performing. Yeah,
absolutely. And I mean, they've been looking like they're executing strategies as well. It's not just a matter of them playing well. Oh, Lumji sees the 5 members and runs a mile. Can't say I blame him there. Does not want to go for a 1v5. He's going to wait for his team to come in with the backup, and it's going to be Mighty Max going down to start the round off. Powell follows as well, but Imi gets 1 traded straight back across as EB spotted out by Ash. He finds himself his 2nd kill of the round, and now Ben comes in to grab another one. Imi's going to be the last one to fall. Ben gets himself the double, and that's going to be the defuse coming out from Ash. Absolute textbook retake there coming out from CSGO Casino.
Really just beautiful, beautiful stuff there. Now, I want to see what's going to happen, because the thing is, Choke usually, we've seen them happen before on games like Inferno, where they have these moments where they begin to slip away from things. It looks like everything's falling apart, and then somehow they just sort of pull it back from the depths. Now, Imi, he's not got a rifle in his hands, but do you feel like this could happen, or is it too late for Choke at this point?
I mean, this is CSGO. Anything could happen. A couple of lucky headshots, a couple of good plays, and this can all get thrown on its head. Well, I'm just seeing him in chat saying he just wants to go to bed right now, so I'm not 100% sure how much Choke are even going to be looking to try and clutch this one right now. They may be feeling a little bit despondent at this point. Just spread out, going to try and find a pick, trying to find an entrance, and it looks like A is going to be the call here. Shaney on the front line, he's going to be able to find Imi though, and now you see it's 4 versus 5 as the bomb starts to get planted down. Mighty Max is going to be able to find the plant for himself despite the 4 versus 5 lineup here as Shaney looks for the shots onto Mighty Max. Can't quite finish off the target though, or can he, as he finds the man in the end. peeks out from his cover, and now the CT's pushing very aggressively forward, trying to retake this site. Ezio gonna be nice little pick there with the headshot. Gets another one down to super low, and actually it's gonna be Powell from behind, finds two for himself, cleans up the entire site. EB gets one for himself too. And with the hat trick, coming out from Powell, it is gonna be a round for Choke Gaming.
Yeah, really huge plays there, and individual skill once again showing when it needed to, shining at the last few seconds there, just ripping apart all of those CTs. First the diffuser, and then the stragglers left behind, and that was just what they needed at that point in time. And I mean, if they can keep this up, plays like that, Choke could still work their way back into a win on this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a force spike coming out from CSGO Casino right now. They know that they cannot afford to lose another round right now. If Choke can get that momentum, if they can get the ball rolling, it certainly still could go their way. Neither team can really afford to go for an eco round at this very late stage. It looks like Ezio could be in a little bit of trouble there. He's going to get tanked out a little bit, but does back away. And a very, very safe start to the round coming out from Choke. Looks like B might just be the call here. Door going to be opened. And Mighty Max going to be the point man pushing on through. We see Imi with the AWP pushing along long though. We'll see if he's going to be able to find anything with that one.
Yeah, with the 3 players on that A site, if he's able to get a pick onto him, it could draw enough attention over to cause a rotate from B and just give them complete leeway to do what they want with over the site. But the CTs, they're not giving up that easily. They hear the footsteps of EB, and Lum's in a prime position to go big and rips them apart. Powell and EB just get dropped of ease. He turns it into the triple, almost gets the 4K, but Ash chimes in with a frag onto Mighty Max, and it's just Imi left now. The bomb is in complete CT side control. There's no way he can recover it, and with only 10 seconds left on the clock, he's going to be forced to back off and save.
Absolutely. Lumji going absolutely huge there, just waiting. He knew that they were going to be coming through that pipe, could hear the footsteps as they charged on through, and just getting an easy triple kill for himself as they push onto the site. And now, Choke Gaming's economy is not looking fantastic. This might well be CSGO Casino pushing for a victory here, just 2 rounds away from that 16th. And Choke with a force spike coming out here, a couple of Tech 9s, and obviously the AWP still in the hands of Imi from last round. See what they can do with it. Looks like B is the call, going to be coming out from them. I've got to be honest, I wouldn't have been all that surprised to see them going to A, since they have that AWP, but it looks like Ben is the first one to find a kill in this round. Headshots Powell across the map. See. I mean, Imi still has that up. So we'll see if he can do anything with it, but Ash is coming from behind. Can't connect his shot. Ben finds a triple for himself, blowing this round wide open as Shaney gets one. Mighty Max now does manage to get himself a rifle. He's found that FAMAS. The bomb did go down for Choke. We'll see if that $800 is going to be enough to pull them back into this game, but it is going to be match point now for CSGO Casino. They are 1 round away from victory.
And they're looking so strong right now. Choke's economy, you know, it's literally come down to the wire of what they can afford. Nades and smokes are not fantastic. Powell, he doesn't have any armor. He's got no nades at all to work with there. And I mean, really, I feel like CSGO Casino are going to want to finish things right here, right now. But aggressive plays coming out from Ash and Lumji. They're working with each other to try and get that information over at B. They realize there's no one going aggressive, and will probably make the call over to the A site to alert them to be wary of the potential aggression coming out from the CTs over at mid there.
Yeah, we'll see where the call is going to be for these guys right now. 12-15 is the score, match point for CSGO Casino. They just have to have 1 more solid round, and this one's in the bag. Choke have to get a 3-round streak here just to get into overtime, but it's going to be the A push coming on through here. Powell in all sorts of trouble, but he finds one for himself before going down. Ben is the one to finish him off, and the bomb is being planted. Mighty Max is going to be able to get that one down, as it's a 4 versus 4 now. And the T's retreat to get into after plant positions. Imi with the AWP is looking for more. EB finds one. Ezio, the crosshair was over his head, and it is going to be Ben finding him. The defuse is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough as EB finds another one for himself. That's going to be Imi from the side, and there's only one CT left. He's just got 32 HP. Imi's going to be able to find him with the AWP, and Choke Gaming are still in this one.
Yeah, Choke, you know, it looked like that was good night there, but somehow they were able to pull it out. They were able to hit the shots when they needed to, and Imi coming in huge at the last moment there to keep them in the game so they can try and keep this one rolling. 13-15, and if Choke, if they can repeat what we just saw, this could be absolutely spectacular, and they could potentially take it into OT. But that's the thing, CSGO Casino only need one round to take the game. Choke, they need two to even be with a chance to try and win OT.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if this does go into overtime, it will be the first overtime we've seen in the second season of the ESL UK Premiership. And honestly, CSGO Casino, again, just forced to buy everything they possibly can. Shaney doesn't even have any armor right now. Shiki doesn't have a weapon. And it is a full rifle lineup here for Choke Gaming. Imi still with that AWP. He did work with it last round. We'll see if he can replicate that success in this 29th round of the game. 50 seconds on the clock. They need to decide where they're going to go with this one pretty soon. Ezio taken down to 48 HP, and it looks like the A site is going to be the call. The bomb's already down. They're able to just walk onto their site, get that bomb down, and walk away again.
Yeah, and that's that play I was talking about before, just the smoke wall strategy, where you literally just smoke it off so the CTs can't see you. You get the plant, and then just go back to after plant to try to stay alive, and it forces the CTs to go for this massive retake play here, and they're doing it spectacularly though. Ben and Ash working huge there to just drop all of the Ts, and EV is the last T standing with a 1-on-3. He's been taken down, the defuse comes out, 16-13 in favour of CSGO Casino there, and that is just crazy. They played it phenomenally towards the end.
Yeah, really well played by CSGO Casino there. Going to be able to take away the game. I mean, Choke doing their best. They looked strong. It looked like maybe they were going to be able to push it into overtime there, but that last round, getting taken out at the wrong... I mean, it was so crucial that they got the entry frags heading into that last round.
Yeah, they had to do something there, and that's the thing. Everyone was trying their best, but of course it did look like players were tired, as they said. You know, maybe everyone wasn't as on form as we're used to seeing, because Choke, usually they can bring the pain, but right now things didn't look as drilled, not as snappy. They played to the best of their ability is what we saw though, and some of them just went huge at times, like Imi with the AWP on the retake. We've seen some crazy plays in that matchup, but I mean, unfortunately CSGO Casino, they're looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah, they certainly are, and they're going to be able to take away yet another victory in this ESL Premiership, so congratulations to them. We are going to be heading to a short break though, but do not go anywhere as we have Team Infused up against the mixed team Fish 1-2-3. So make sure you come back in just a few minutes for that one.